Was it basically you just drew up, you wanted to go flat and let Jon-Carter see if he could make that shot, or were you trying to run something?
I wish I was going to call timeout, but when they started pressuring up a little bit and I seen who was on JC, I just said flat. Like I told him and I told the radio before, we did this Greene County last year for him to take the last shot and he didn't take it. Greenwood this year for him to take the last shot, he didn't take it. We worked on the same shot, like I guess we shot like 50 of those this morning. So this afternoon more. And he played the whole game, him and Jerrick played the whole game, didn't come out. But the biggest thing was as a senior, and I've been preaching to him all year, like as a senior, you gotta step up and be able to, these are the moments that you live for. So you fail at certain things to succeed when it really counts. And that was probably the biggest shot of his career so far.
What were you thinking as whenever he called flat? Because I'm guessing in that moment there's about 6 or 7 seconds left and you just knew, okay, this is my shot.
Honestly, I was just, hey, it's tied. We're either going to win or go to overtime, so you just got to have the confidence. And my teammates having confidence in me also helped a lot. So them being there, just knowing to hit it really helped.
Yeah. Jerrick, it seemed like your biggest impact on the game was on the defensive end.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you guys had talked about before the game? Because it looked like that was kind of the strategy was to defend.
When we saw how we played them the first 3 times, you learn some things. I watched a lot of film, and when we saw that we could help off, and he's been he's really the only guy that really blocks shots for us, and being as athletic as he is, him being able to come over and help when somebody's already engaged helps us a lot. You know what I mean? So him getting those blocks and also defensive rebounding helps a lot. Hopefully next game we can hold on to the ball a little bit more, and that will help us a lot.
I think the first 3 meetings, well, Barber kind of hurt you in the first meeting, but Prince had been a real problem, especially keeping him out of the lane. What did you do differently in this game in order to try to at least corral him? Because I think he had scored 20 the other 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, he was gonna have to beat us from the outside. I wasn't gonna let it, and even some of the passes and things that we still miscued on a few backdoor layups when we didn't run over. And then I saw some film where he had trouble with Greenwood, and they ran a 3-2 zone kind of and backed it up on him. You know, so that was a little bit different. You know, but the other thing was when we went man, and JoJo did a great job when he got the game on him, just staying in front of him. Just stay in front, make moves, and then we'll look to help off of that. The other times we kind of got to the side of him, and he's a really good player. So he was able to get to where he wanted to get on the spot, and then he would shoot, and he'd miss and get his rebound, or he'd make the first one, you know what I mean, and then cause everybody to come towards him. We just make sure that we had somebody in front of him at all times, make him beat us with a 3.
Speaking of Josiah and the defense, but also offensively, he came through for you tonight.
Yeah, he sure did. We had been talking to him about, just staying in the moment. And it's just, our kids understanding, like I've talked to you before previously about, like, turning the page in Glasgow High School, as far as our basketball program is concerned. We got certain rules and regulations that, they probably don't like all the time, you know what I mean? But I'm tough for a reason. So I put it on them, and I also believe in them. Every shot, whether people think it's the right shot or the wrong shot, if they took it, I believe they can make it. That's the only reason they're taking it. Mm-hmm. So him getting downhill and him getting to the hole, and like that's what he does. That's what he's capable of doing.